Hi everybody, thank you for tuning in this week. So in this week's video, I will be teaching you how to apply clip-in hair extensions to your hair. As you can see, Megan's hair is super long and super full from the extensions. So if you would like to learn how to do this, keep watching. Thank you. Okay, so to prep the extensions, if you're home by yourself, what you can do is just clip it to your hair. And then just curl it while it's attached to your hair. I think this is probably the easiest way to do it. Right, Megan? Like, how do you do it?
Yeah, it definitely is.
I know, because it's like, at the salon, I'm just used to having an extra hand holding the extensions for me before I curl it. And I never thought about how I would do it if I was home alone. But this is probably the best way. I know it looks kind of silly.
It does look a little funny, and sometimes I do it closer to the front.
But you can see, this is a pretty foolproof way of curling your own hair.
Exactly.
Or your own hair extensions.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I curled all the extensions this way and set it like that. And what I'm gonna do is just take my Mason Pearson and just brush it out. And this is gonna give you a lot of volume and just create more of a wave.
So it's best to brush it out while it's still warm, or does it?
You can just brush it out afterwards. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like extensions, most of the time extensions hold curl very, very easily. And you can see, as I'm brushing it, it's just bouncing right back into shape. So you don't have to worry too much of the curls falling out of the hair extensions. All right. Okay. So Megan has two very long wefts. So this is the second longest. I'm going to put this closer to the nape, and then the longest weft, which is this one, I'm gonna put it a little bit higher where it's where her head's a little bit wider. Okay. So make sure you section your hair properly. So you can see. That is how I'm sectioning Megan's hair out. Clip the top out of the way. And let's just test this, make sure that it will fit. Okay, it's a little too small, so I'm gonna go up a little bit higher. So, okay, perfect. So you can see that will fit. So the trick that we love to use is dry shampoo. So I'm going to use dry texturizing spray, and what I will be doing is spraying it into the roots. The reason being is because this is where the extensions are going to attach to, and we want it to feel kind of just teased, and so that way the extensions have something to clip on and hold into. And what I'm also going to do is, where I sprayed the dry shampoo, I'm going to take my little teasing comb and tease this area. Once again, this is creating a base for the extensions to clip into so that they don't slip out of your hair. I mean, I've heard clients telling me that they clip in hair extensions and then it falls out while they're dancing at a club. I mean, it's a little embarrassing, right? Us women, we understand, but we don't want, our boyfriend or a guy that we're seeing to notice our extensions falling out of our head. Okay. So you make sure the clips are clipping into where you teased. And now I'm gonna tug at it. So you can see it's in her hair. It's not gonna slip out. All right, let's move on to the next extension. So the next one is the longest weft. So I'm gonna move up to a little bit wider. And make sure that the sectioning is fairly straight. You don't want it to be crooked because the extensions will sit crooked. So same thing, dry shampoo right at the roots, and we're gonna tease around. Tease right here. And you don't have to go too crazy, just a little bit of back combing will be enough to make sure that the extensions stay in her hair. I'm gonna clip it in the middle first. So that's the second weft. And you can see I'm tugging at it, it's going to stay in. So you can already see the difference that these hair extensions are doing for Megan's hair. So for the side pieces, it's smaller, it's about like 2 inches in width. I'm going to pin it probably about an inch to an inch and a half behind her hairline. You don't want to clip it right here because then you'll see the extension clips. Always, same thing, dry texturizing spray. So Megan, do you find this really easy for you to use on a day, like on yourself, or?
Well, this is actually a new technique for me, using that spray. That helps because I definitely find that sometimes they don't stay in very well. They do slide a little bit, so I'm for sure going to try that dry texturizing spray technique.
I know I've had a few clients come into the salon and ask me how to put in clip-in extensions, so
yeah,
that's why I think this video would be great.
Definitely. I mean, they don't come with an instruction manual, so I think the first time I got my extensions, they were just completely straight, and I just put them in and they looked so bad. So yeah, first of all, you definitely have to curl them.
Right.
And all these things that you're teaching, like properly partitioning the hair and whatnot,
Yeah,
are key.
totally. And I do find that when you're wearing extensions, it does look more natural when you curl your hair instead of wearing them super straight, because when the extensions are straight and your own hair is straight, you can kind of tell the difference.
The texture.
Between, the difference between texture and also the difference in length. You can kind of see where your natural hair starts and then the extensions.
Exactly, yeah.
And you know, every head is different, so on Megan, I only used about 4 wefts, but on other people, they might need more than that. You might need, you know, the whole package on your whole head, depending on the amount of hair you have, the density. So now what I'm going to do, after I put in the extensions, I'm just gonna brush it, brush her hair along with the extensions. This way it just blends together and you're not gonna see the separation. It looks so beautiful, I love this.
I do too, yeah.
So here's the final look. You can see how the extensions have added so much fullness to Megan's hair. So I hope that this video has helped everybody. So please give it a try and I'll see you next week. Thank you.